We're working on the challenge for set accumulators in sets in intermediate Python. We're told to write a function named set accumulator that takes one argument n. I'll go ahead and just take care of that straight away. It's very explicit in what it's going to be. And n is a positive integer, and we are going to return all even numbers up to and including in the form of set. As the title of this lesson, the title of this function mentions, one of the first things that we're going to have to do is create a set that we're going to end up returning, and I'm going to do that here. Typically, right, if I want an empty list, I'll use square brackets, or an empty tuple, I'll use empty parentheses. But if I use curly braces in this case, that's going to be interpreted as a dictionary as opposed to a set. So when you're instantiating an empty set, you'll typically want to use the set function. Now, I know that I'm going to be iterating through some numbers, and I want to start at the positive numbers. It says it returns all even numbers up to and including n in a set. We'll assume that it means all positive even numbers up to and including n in the set. So what we'll do is we'll start at 0, and then we will go ahead and add, we'll go to n plus 1 because we do want to actually include the value of n if it happens to be even. So now that I've done that, I just want to first, I know that I'm going to be appending something, adding something if it meets a certain condition, and that condition is if it is evenly divisible by 2. So if modulo 2 is equal to 0, then I'm going to want to add that number to my set, and in the end, I am just going to want to return that return set. I'm actually not crazy about this. I'm not crazy about using return set. So let's call that even set instead. Now if I give this a test, I should pass it, and I do. We will take a moment. I'm going to go ahead and comment out all of this code here and just go ahead and move it out of the way a little bit. We can actually get a lot of bang for our buck if we were to use a list comprehension here. And I could say num for num in range of n plus 1. And I'm going to add that number to my list only if num is evenly divisible by 2. So I can actually get a lot of bang for my buck, right? Just to break this down, it's doing the exact same thing. We have a for loop. I'm saying for num in range plus 1, add num to my set if it is evenly divisible by 2, or if it's even. And I can go ahead and run the test on this and see that my set comprehension works as well.